and I got about half of the thing in, so I'm just doing it there. Okay, we'll hold it there for a second. Okay, do you think that's long enough? Okay, go ahead and turn the page. Okay. Put it more vertical. More straight. There you go. That's good. That's good. Okay, just hold it right there. Okay. Looking at the cast A here. Okay, now we're going over to the second cast. I hope this turns out. I'm gonna. Alright. There's a production crew. And then there's your next show coming up.
The Hardmans were the worst kids in the whole history of the world. They lied and stole and smoked cigars. Even the girls talked dirty and hit little kids and cussed their teachers and took the name of the Lord in vain and set fire to Fred Shoemaker's old broken down tool house.
And that's not all. Someone sent 5 dozen donuts for the firemen, and the Herdmans took them all. And what they couldn't eat, they stuffed in their pockets and down the front of their shirts. And they wrote this really dirty word on the back of Naomi Waddle's favorite turtle. So now Naomi can't take her turtle to the YMCA pet show. Her mother won't let her. What was the word? And they did it in fluorescent paint, so it glows in the dark. So when you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word. And they put a whole bunch of tadpoles in the school drinking fountain, and Miss Barnes swallowed 2 or 3 by mistake. Someone yelled, "Mildred, stop! You're drinking tadpoles!" But it was too late. Did she get sick? Not right away.
And that's not all. Now I'm going to tell you about the Christmas pageant and what they did to that. There were 6 of them. Ralph, Imogene, Leroy, Claudia, Ollie, and Gladys. And they went through Woodrow Wilson's school at the South American fish and strip your bones clean. And they went through town the same way, stealing things and tearing things up and rhyming kids. So it was hard to get away from them. There was only one safe place.
Sweet hour of prayer, because there are no Herdmans there. But Jesus loves us and stay safe, because he keeps the miles away.
That's my little brother, Charlie. That's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what his favorite thing about church was. Charlie said, "No Herdmans." That made the teacher mad because all the other kids said nice things about God and Jesus and good feelings. But old Charlie told the real truth. No Herdmans.
Christian sentiment, it seems to me.
Well, it's a very practical sentiment. Charlie was black and blue all last year because he had to make the Leroy Herdman at school.
Was he the worst one, Leroy?
No.
Ralph's the biggest, so if Ralph gets you,
That doesn't make any difference. Gladys isn't big, but she's fast and she's mean and she bites.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked. Just stay away from all of them.
That's what I said. Stay away from them. Go to church.
Well, I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Why?
No arguments about the Christmas pageant this year.
Oh, well, I don't want to be a shepherd again.
Well, tell Mrs. Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Think how I'd feel sitting there Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the pageant. Well, think how your father'd feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob? Wouldn't you, Bob?
Actually, dear, I thought I might stay home this year. You know how crowded it is there. Somebody can use my seat. I just want to stay home, put on my bathrobe, relax. Besides, isn't everything different about that pageant anyway?
Well, there's going to be something different this year.
What?
Charlie's going to wear your bathrobe.
Oh, you just made that up, Grace.
why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins will pay you $1 to be Joseph. Elmer's sick and tired of being Joseph all the time just because his father's the minister. Nobody wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
What are you going to be this year?
I'm always in the angel choir.
Why can't Charlie be an angel choir?
Because I can't sing.
Well, from what I've heard, that's not a serious drawback. The angel, way in a manger always sounds to me like a closet full of mice.
What do you wear in the angel choir?
Bed sheets.
Oh boy, some choice. A bathrobe or a bed sheet. Come on, what's the deal?
Now, you know Mrs. Armstrong works very hard to make a lovely experience for everyone.
Oh, Mom, Mrs. Armstrong just likes to run things.
Well, they're right, of course. Ellen's in charge of the pageant. She runs the potluck supper, and she's chairman of the bazaar. Honestly, I think she'd preach the sermon if anyone would let her.
Are you talking about George Armstrong's wife?
That's right.
Well, she can try to manage from the hospital because that's where she is. I just spoke with George this morning. He said his wife broke her leg. She'll be in traction for 2 weeks and laid up till the first of the year.
The first of the year? Well, that's it. They're going to have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas.
Well, she runs the pageant and she's in charge of the bazaar. I mean, I feel sorry for Helen, but who were they going to get to do all those things?
Yes, Edna, I'll take over the bazaar if you'll do the potluck supper. I don't know who will get to do the Christmas pageant unless... What about Grace Bradley? Well, I can't do it. I have company all Christmas week. But what about Grace? Hello, Grace.
Bob,
What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh,
Our Christmas pageant isn't exactly what you call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to it. It was always the same old Christmas story, the same old carols, and the same old Mary and Joseph. And that's what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
Tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everyone a part. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them that we must choose our Mary very carefully because, you know, after all, Mary was the mother of Jesus.
yes, I know that, Helen.
Yes, and then I tell them about Joseph and how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that. Frankly, I never spent much
I thought
time
Mrs.
in
Armstrong was
Joseph.
in traction.
Always played
How
for
could she
summer.
talk on the phone if she's
And
in
he knows
traction?
all
What do
about
you think
Mary and
traction
Joseph.
is?
And
Like
then
when
he
they
told
put
us
you to
about the
sleep?
wise men.
No such luck. Beth, we need salt and pepper and napkins.
You'll need, and I always say, there are no small parts, only small actors. Remind the angel choir not to stare out at the audience. And don't let them wear earrings.
You will say some of those for the rest of us, won't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. We ever heard of this woman lunch again?
How can you let him do that to you every day?
How can I stop him? Where's the chicken?
Grace, where's the chicken?
It's still in the oven.
You'll need to get someone to push the baby angels on stage, otherwise they get in each other's way in bed. Their way. Bob could do that. And he could keep an eye on the shepherds too. Oh, another word about the angel choir, Grace. Don't let them wear lipstick. They think that because this is a play,
There's
that
someone
they
over
have to
there.
wear lipstick. And it looks terrible.
Bye.
Well, what?
I'm
Hello?
coming. I'm coming.
Lady, could you give a guy some supper? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days.
Oh, for heaven's sake, it's just you.
I was getting lonely here.
Well, I'm sure Helen's only at the hospital.
Well, as long as the telephone works.
I bet she told you about no small parts, only small actors.
And to get somebody to push the baby angels on stage and to keep the shepherds quiet.
Yes, she did. And she suggested your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh, and Grace, don't get just anybody's baby for Jesus. Get a quiet one. Better yet, get two if you can. That way, if one turns out to be fussy, you could always switch them.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She said Mrs. Armstrong had nothing to do but sit in the hospital all day and think of problems. And there weren't going to be any problems. Of course, my mother hadn't counted on the herdmen. That was Charlie's fault.
Hey, Leroy, you give me back my lunch.
Sure, kid.
Here. Hey, you stole my dessert again.
How do you know?
Because it isn't here.
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right, that's what it was.
Hey, Leroy, you think it's so great to steal my dessert every day? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll even give you my dessert. Well, we get all the dessert we want in Sunday school.
Oh yeah? What kind of dessert?
All kinds. Chocolate cake and candy bars and cookies and bibbles. We get refreshments all the time, all we want.
You're a liar.
And ice cream and donuts and refreshments.
Who gives it to you?
The minister?
Why, is he crazy?
No, I think he's rich.
Sunday school, huh? Hey, Ralph, listen to this. That was the wrong thing to tell the herdmen. And sure enough, the very next Sunday, there they were at Sunday school, just in time to hear about the pageant. What's a pageant?
It's a play.
Like on TV? What's it about?
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
And it's about Mary. Mostly it's about Mary.
Who's Mary?
I am. Well, probably I am. I know the part.
Come on, Beth. Charlie, David, come.
All right.
Do this quickly, children. We need to get started. Today, we're going to decide who will be playing the main roles in our Christmas pageant. Of course, everyone will have an important part to play. You know what Mrs. Armstrong always says? There are no small parts, only small actors.
That's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Well, don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means the short kids have to be in the front row of the angel choir, or else no one can see them.
Not exactly. What it really means is that, well, the littlest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary.
Well, of course that's what you think, Alice. I think Jesus is the most important.
I still think it means the short kids have to be in the front row.
No,
Girls, everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Now, is everyone here? Oh, Beverly, will you please step out into the hallway and see if anyone else is coming? Thank you. All right, Doris, you will be in the angel choir. So I'll need for you to remind your mother you'll need a white bed sheet. And now what? Oh, Herdman? Well, make room for them. Oh. Now, what happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she was
She
sick?
just left. All I just said, hi, Beverly, and she just left.
Oh, I see. Doris, will you please tell Beverly about the rehearsals? They'll be the next 4 Wednesdays after school, and plan to be here for everyone.
What if we get sick?
You won't get sick, Elmer. Now, Mary and Joseph must absolutely be here for every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer. Now,
Well, Beverly got sick and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah, she...
we
haven't
don't
even
know that
started
Beverly
yet.
got sick. Oh, Beverly, are you all right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Come sit up. Let's sit over here. There. Now, I want you all to think about Mary. We all know the kind of person Mary was. She was kind and quiet and gentle. And the person who plays that part must try to be that kind of person. Now, do I have any volunteers? Imogene, did you have a question?
No, I want to be Mary. And Ralph over there, he wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll just write the names of the people who volunteered for these parts down, and later we'll all decide who it should be. Okay, Ralph Herdman. All right. Do I have any other volunteers for Joseph? Elmer, did you raise your hand?
No.
Oh, just raise your hands, please. Any volunteers? Any of you shepherds? Very well, then. Ralph Herdman will be our Joseph, and Imogene would like to play the part of Mary. I'll just write that down. Now, who else's names can I put on my list? Maxine, Beth, Alice, don't you want to volunteer?
No, I don't want to. I'll be Mary.
Shut up, Gladys. I'm already Mary. You be a wise man.
Oh no, the wise men are usually played by boys, but of course we will have to do it that way.
I'll be a wise man.
Me too. Hey, Claudia, you want to be a wise man? Raise your hand.
What's a wise
Just
man?
Raise your hand.
What's that to be?
Some angel.
I'll be that. What is it?
Well, it's the angel of the Lord who brought the news to the shepherds. Oh, finally, I have some volunteers. David, would you like to be a wise man?
No, I just wanted to say that I can't be a wise man. We're going to Philadelphia.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
I just remembered. And also my mother doesn't want me to be a shepherd either.
Well, why not?
I don't know. She just said, don't be a shepherd.
If he doesn't have to be a shepherd, can I not be one?
Oh, yes, you will. What is wrong with all of you today?
I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys Herdman hits too hard.
Gladys isn't going to hit anybody. She just visits the shepherds in the fields and tells them Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Elmer, that's ridiculous, and I don't want to hear another word about it. Now, no shepherds may quit or get sick. That's all for today, boys and girls. You may go. But I expect to see you all here next Wednesday at 6:30. But we're free.
Yeah, Leroy said that Charlie told him that we get treated. He's lying.
Alice, why in the world didn't you raise your hand?
I don't know.
Jane Edna McCarthy, did you hear about the... Well, it must be Grace's fault somehow. I mean, how else would the 6 of them end up in the Christmas pageant when they ought to be in jail?
Vera, it's Irma Slocum. I just heard that Imogene Herdman is playing Mary at the Christmas pageant. You're kidding, all 6 of them? Vera, I live next door to that outfit, and I'd rather live next door to a zoo. Has Grace gone crazy?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Imogene Herdman? Well, what kind of a child is that to play Mary, the mother of Jesus? And where was Reverend Hopkins, I would like to know? He was what? Oh, visiting shut-ins. Well, I'm a shut-in and he wasn't visiting me. What's the matter with Griffith?
Nail
Well,
down the
here.
church
And
and walk to the post office and
Oh,
find a collection
I
plate
know,
or mailing out everything.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I had been up and around, this never would have happened.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, don't tell me. I'm on your side. The car's over here.
No, Helen Armstrong is not the only woman alive who can direct a Christmas pageant. After all, I made up my mind to do the best job I possibly could, given the circumstances. And now, this is going to be the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they raised their hands, and no one else did, and I just don't care what anybody
Good
else...
for you, Grace. The car's over here.
And you are going to help me.
Does that mean I have...
Yes, you have to go. All right, children, come together for rehearsal. Now, the inn will be back here off stage, and then the shepherds will come down, and they'll gather around the manger.
Where'd all the shepherds come from anyway?
What's an inn?
It's like a motel where people go to spend the night.
What people, Jesus? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. It was Mary and Joseph who went there.
Why? To pay their taxes.
At a motel.
Shut up, Ollie. Everybody shut up. I want to hear her.
Begin at the beginning.
The beginning?
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Well, this is the Christmas story from the Bible. You have heard the Christmas story from the Bible, haven't you, Imogene?
No.
Oh, well, that's what this Christmas pageant is, so I'd better read it to you. Calm down.
I don't believe that. Do you? That the Herdmans have never heard the Christmas story?
Why not? They don't even know what a Bible is. And they've never been to church in their whole life. Till your dumb brother told them we got refreshments. Now we have to waste all this time for nothing.
All right. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, with Mary his wife being great with child.
Pregnant! She was pregnant!
That's enough. We all know that Mary was pregnant.
I don't think it's very nice to say Mary was pregnant.
Well, she was.
I don't think your mother should say Mary was pregnant. I think it's better to say great with child. I'm not supposed to talk about people being pregnant, especially in church.
And wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
My gosh, they didn't have room for Jesus.
Well, he didn't know the baby was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't he know? What was the matter with Joseph that he didn't tell him? We're pregnant and everything.
What's a manger? Some kind of bed?
Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so they had to use whatever there was. What would you do if you had a new baby, but no bed to put that baby in?
We put Gladys in a bureau drawer.
Oh, well, there you have it. You didn't have a bed, so you used something else.
Oh, we had a bed. Only Ollie was still in it. Ollie didn't like Gladys. She wouldn't get out. Remember how you didn't like Gladys?
Anyway, a manger is a large wooden feeding trough for the animals.
What were the wadded up clothes?
The what?
It says in there, they wrapped it in wadded up clothes.
Swaddling clothes. Back then, people used to wrap up their babies very tightly in big feels cozy.
You mean they tied him up and put him in a feed box? Where was the child welfare?
The child welfare's at our house every 5 minutes. There wasn't any child welfare in Bethlehem.
I'll say there wasn't.
And the shepherds were keeping watch over their flocks, and the angel of the Lord came down.
Shazam! Out of the black night, with horrible vengeance, the mighty marvel.
Gladys, I don't know what you're talking about.
The mighty marvel, an amazing comet. Out of the black night, with horrible vengeance.
But this is the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? Out of the black night, right?
Well, in a way.
Shazam!
All right. And now when Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east, bearing gifts of gold and frankincense
What's
and
that?
well, they were like special things, like spices and precious oils.
Oil? What kind of a present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare. Were they the welfare, the wise men?
No, they were kings and they were
Well, it's
sent.
about time somebody important showed up. If they're kings, they can get the baby out of the feed box and tell the innkeeper where to get off.
They were kings and they were sent by Herod, who was, well, he was the main king. And he wanted to find Jesus and have him put to death.
My gosh! He just got born. They're gonna kill a baby?
Who's Herod in this play? Oh, Herod isn't in this play.
He's out to kill a baby who's not even in the play? Well, somebody better be Herod. Let Charlie be Herod. He says, go get me that baby, and then he's okay because he's the king and all.
Then they don't do it. They go back and get Herod.
I'm not going to be Herod. No one is going to be Herod.
No, Joseph gets the shepherds together and they all wipe out Herod.
See, they could have won it. It's going to be me. No. Forget about Herod. There is no Herod.
If I run away with the baby till the fight's over, somebody ought to fix the innkeeper. Gladys, you go wipe out the innkeeper.
I can't. I'm an angel.
Well, I wouldn't just hang around in Sobel's barn. I'd go get a room.
She said there wasn't any room.
Then I'd throw somebody out. I'd say, I've got this baby here, and it's the middle of winter, so either get out or move over.
I'd go after old Herod. I'd send the angel after him. She'd just punch her electric finger and turn into a pile of ashes.
Yeah, that. What's the name of this play anyway? She never said.
Christmas pageant.
That's no name, that's what it is. I know a name, I know a name. I call it
Revenge at Bethlehem. The Herdmans thought the Christmas story came right out of the FBI files. At least they picked the right villain. It was Herod they wanted to gang up on and not the baby Jesus. But the baby Jesus quit the pageant anyway. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum, but Mrs. Slocum said she wouldn't let Imogene Herdman get her hands on him. So we didn't have a baby Jesus, and that bothered my mother. She had kept trying to scratch up a baby, even at the last rehearsal. What do you keep? Oh my gosh, I thought this was a diary, but it's all about the Herdmans. Imogene cusses and swears all the time. Ralph talks about sexy things. Mrs. Bradley calls Mary pregnant. Gladys Herdman drinks communion wine. It isn't wine, it's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. She drinks it. I've seen him 3 times with his mouth all purple. He steals too. If you shake the birthday bake, it doesn't make a sound because they stole all the pennies out of it. And every time you go into the ladies' room anymore, Imogene Herdman is sitting in a Mary costume, smoking a cigar.
And you wrote this all down? What for?
For my mother, and Reverend Hopkins, and the Ladies' Aid Society, and anyone else wants to know what happens when the whole pageant turns out to be a big
to let you know that we're all back in the kitchen making applesauce cake. I hope we won't be in your way after all. I guess this is your dress rehearsal?
Well, it's supposed to be. Oh, Edna, didn't I hear that your niece had a baby about a month or so ago?
Oh, yes, she's so
A little
adorable.
girl?
Yes, she's 5
I
years
just
old.
wondered how would it be if I were to call her and ask if we could borrow the baby?
No! Oh, Grace, I suppose I could make up some lie and tell you the baby's sick or cranky or something. But the fact of the matter is she's perfectly healthy and happy and beautiful. And we all want her to stay that way, so we're certainly not handing her over to Emma Jean Herdman. Sorry, Grace.
Mrs. Bradley, you can have my little brother for Jesus.
I didn't know you had a new baby brother, David.
He's not new. He's 4 years old, but he's double jointed and he can probably scared to check.
No, I'm afraid that won't work.
I'll get us a baby.
Well, how are you going to do that?
There are always 2 or 3 babies in strollers outside the store. I'll just go up and grab one of them.
Well, Imogene, you can't just go around taking people's babies.
Why not?
I guess we won't use a baby. We'll just use a doll instead.
Yeah, that's better anyway. A doll can't fight you.
Imogene, you know Mary didn't wear earrings.
But I have to wear these. I just got my ears pierced, and if I take them out, they'll grow together.
Not in an hour and a half, they won't. Well, what did the doctor say?
What doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys. She probably did. I bet Imogene's ears turned black and fell off.
I guess we'll just have to use something smaller. And is that what you're wearing? Is that your costume? You're all supposed to have your costumes on today.
I can't find my halo and my wings got all bent. My mom doesn't have any white sheets. Can I wear a sheet with balloons on it?
No.
I don't have a costume. I don't think I've ever been shepherd before.
You have to wear your father's bathrobe. That's what I have to do.
Mom, he doesn't have a bathrobe.
Well, then, what does he hang around the house in?
His underwear.
Let's just pretend you're wearing costumes, okay?
Are we supposed to go through the whole entire thing?
Yes, we are.
Ugh.
We're just going to start with the entrances. So everybody get where you need to be and take the benches with you, please. Alice, will you please take my chair? All right, and we're going to start with the shepherds. As soon as we're ready, go ahead and clear those off. All right. And just start with the last few words, Maggie.
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
And music and shepherds.
And an angel of the Lord. Shazam! With horrible message.
Go on, Maxine.
A multitude of heavenly hosts.
And music and angels. And music and wise men.
I've got big here. Don't touch it. I need to eat it.
Nobody says anything. Mary, Joseph, sit here and make a lovely picture for us to look at while we think about Christmas and what it means. There. Now put the baby back.
I don't get to say anything. Some angel comes and tells me what to name my baby. I would have named him Bill.
That's a horrible thing to say.
What angel is that? Gladys? There's angels all over the place.
No, she just visits the shepherds in the field and brings the news.
Yeah, unto you a child is born.
And to me, not that me. I'm the one who had the baby.
No, that means unto all of us, everyone. Unto all of us a child is born.
Why didn't they let Mary name her own baby? What did the angel do? Just walk up and say, name him Jesus? Yes! Good.
I know what the angel said. He said, his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of...
My gosh, he'd never get out of the first grade if he had read all that.
I Hey, stop over here! Should I start over?
No. 5 minutes, Maxine. 5 minutes.
We never did start over, and we never did go through the whole thing. 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Imogene Hardman spent the whole time smoking cigars in the ladies' room. And then, when Mrs. McCarthy happened by the ladies' room, she smelled all the smoke and called the fire department. And they came right away. Fire! They cleared everybody out of the building and dragged a fire hose through the place, looking for a fire to put out. But the only one they found was in the kitchen. The applesauce cake had burned up. That made the ladies mad, and Mrs. McCarthy was mad, and my mother was mad.
Why in the world did you call the fire department about a little smoke?
A little smoke? There was a lot of smoke. The ladies' room was full of thick smoke.
It couldn't have been. You just got excited. And now look, there are firemen dragging hoses through the church and baby angels crying and shepherds climbing all over the fire truck, and half the neighborhood is turned out. Couldn't you tell it was cigar smoke?
No, I couldn't tell it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to find cigar smoke in the ladies' room of the church.
Oh.
Oh, guys, it's the short listen, no, Mary is more important than Jesus or Pageant or the shepherd or the angel.
There will now be a 15-minute intermission.
Refreshments are just over there. But don't go through that way to get in line. You have to go through this way. Because if you go that way, Imogene and Gladys might get you. Come on, Jesus, get them!
Alice Wendelke's mother was mad, and the whole Ladies' Aid Society was mad. And Reverend Hopkins didn't think anybody would show up. I didn't think so either, and neither did Charlie, but we were wrong. On Christmas Eve, the church was jam-packed full. Everybody wanted to see what the Herdmans would do.
All right, wait till I turn the lights on.
Can't see where I'm going.
Watch your step.
Thanks. I don't know what in the world you're going to do with this thing.
Oh, well, I thought it might look like a palm tree, but I can see now that it doesn't. Oh, I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. We've never once gone through the whole thing. And then the Herdmans still think it's some kind of a spy story or something. You know, this will probably be the first pageant in history where Joseph gets in a fight with the shepherds, and then Mary runs off with the baby. Oh, where are the kids?
All the kids in the world are down in the basement putting on bed sheets.
No, I mean our kids.
We're here.
Oh, look, get your costumes on. It's getting late.
It's just going to be awful, you know. They look like trick-or-treats, all fastened together with safety pins and wearing their old moldy sneakers. Mary and Joseph, I mean. They look like refugees or something.
You know, that's what they were in a way, Mary and Joseph. They were refugees. They were a long way from home. They didn't know anybody. They didn't have anywhere to stay. They were probably cold and tired and hungry and messy.
I don't know about cold, tired, and hungry, but they're messy.
Do you think I should take
Now, I
back
think you worry too much. Now, I'm going to go off stage, and I'm going to push baby angels on stage. And I'm going to give shepherds their crooks and push them on stage. When do I do all this?
Oh, it's right here in the script. Hold on. Oh, right there. Baby angels.
Baby angels, shepherds, wise men. I don't see where it says anything here about fire engines.
Oh,
Just kidding.
all right, everybody, come on stage. All right, Beth, Alice, where's Alice? All right, I'll need you two down front to help me with the baby angels. All right, let's see how you all look. Let's see. Gladys, where's your halo?
My cat buried it. Listen, I think they ought to say something besides the baby came. I mean, why do they all get up and tear after some baby they don't even know? I ought to tell them it's Jesus and I ought to tell them where he is.
No, you just say, unto us a child is born. And that's all. That's all you tell them. All right, now, let's all go backstage and be quiet while everybody's coming. And everybody, good luck.
Mrs. Bradley, after something.
Oh, no, don't say it, don't say it!
It's just a theatrical expression. It doesn't mean break a leg.
Yours or anyone else's? No. Oh, and Imogene, try to remember that this is a baby. And for tonight anyway, it's the baby Jesus.
Father, feast among men. When Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east to worship him, bringing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Please bring kingdom over your time, carrying gifts we travel by. Children bound to roar and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of thunder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading still to see that of you my perfect love. They look awful too. And what is that Leroy's got? It's a ham. A ham? I bet they stole it. No, I think it's from their welfare basket. You mean it's their own ham? Then they must hate ham. Even if they do hate ham, Alice, it's the first gift they've given away in their whole lives. Being warned in a dream that they should not return to their own country. The wise men departed. Another word. The shepherds also departed, praising God for all the things seen and done. But Mary kept all the things and pondered them in her
And the rest of them? Irma, this is the best Christmas pageant ever. And it should have been the worst. I think it was because of them. Is that possible?
Oh, I get all weepy at the Christmas pageant. It's the children and the carols and everything. But you're right. It was the best Christmas pageant ever, and it should have been the worst. There was just something different. Well, the angel of the Lord was certainly different.
Yes, but I liked that. She had a lot of spunk. Usually you can't even hear the angel of the Lord. I'm going to go tell Grace.
You know, I just wish I'd let them use Eugene for the baby Jesus.
Who was the baby Jesus?
Oh, it was just a doll.
Oh, I don't think so, Irma. That was no doll.
Well, it did seem real.
It did seem real, as if it might have happened just that way. We all thought the Christmas story was about Jesus, but that was only part of it. It was about a new baby and his mother and father who were in a whole lot of trouble. No money, no place to go, no doctor, nobody they knew. And then, arriving from the east, like my uncle from New Jersey, some rich friends. Because of the Herdmans, the Christmas story was a whole new thing. Imogene birthing the baby, and the wise men bringing such a sensible present. After all, you can't eat frankincense. And even Gladys. He's in a barn. Go see him. So the shepherds didn't have to stumble all over the countryside. But I guess it wasn't like that for Imogene. For her, the Christmas pageant was all wonder and mystery, as if she just caught on to what Christmas was really all about. When it was over, we had a party in the basement, but the Herdmans didn't stay. They didn't have any hot cocoa, and they didn't walk off with all the cookies, and they wouldn't even take their candy canes.
Well, I guess that's about it. Are there any children left?
Oh, no, they're all gone. Oh, you still have your bathrobe on. You're not going to wear it, are you?
Well, why not? I might get mistaken for a shepherd. I wouldn't mind being mistaken for a shepherd in this Christmas pageant.
Oh, yes, you would. It's a torture. When it was over, some lady I didn't even know came up to me and gave me a hug just because he was a shepherd. Driving his hand.
Oh, no, that's the herdman's ham. It's
That's
from
right.
their welfare basket. You know, if they wouldn't take it back, Leroy said, it's a present, and you don't take back presents.
Leroy said that? They must hate him.
You and Alice Wendlekin.
What about the lights?
Oh, they're on a timer. They'll go off at midnight.
Ooh, that's not far away. It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas, kid.
It's almost Christmas.
Hey, unto you a child is born.
Joy to